You and Terrence about when you said that Earl Spence, you and Earl Spence living paycheck to paycheck when you said that on Trill Boxing Talk.
Man, you started so much shit.
You started it, came out of your mouth.
I think I started, but I you know what? The next time I talk to Trill Boxing,
Yeah, it's a
I
great
still
show.
tell my dude that's why I don't even answer the phone no more, man.
Really?
No, I'm just talking.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man. So how's training camp going, Bowman?
Training going fine, man. Matter of fact, we got Steve Nelson and Mwendo fight next week in Minnesota. Then we gonna get out there in Colorado Springs and do 2 months out there.
Did you hear the comments that I just interviewed Bob as well? He said that he killed the Manny Pacquiao fight. Manny Pacquiao wasn't afraid, but he killed the fight.
We seen that. We seen that, and I gave Bob a call.
That kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and like I said, I gave him a call, and I was like, hey, man, why would you want to do that to us? So he was just worried about Manny's health. But I believe he was saying that if the fight ever came back, he'll kill it. I don't think he was saying he was killing the fight from the jump because, I mean, he'll be killing himself if he did that.
Yeah, but Bowman, that's how boxing works, man.
Right.
Don't you think it's about passing the torch? Don't you think Bud should have got his chance to become a superstar?
Hey, well, we can't make him fight. You can't put a gun to the man's head and say, get in there and fight Terrence Crawford and shit, or you can't do that. But if he wanted to really fight Terrence Crawford, he would have fought Terrence Crawford. It don't take a promoter to make the fight happen. It takes two fighters agreeing on the fight and say, hey, we want this fight.
The funny part about it is Freddie Roach told me that it was sort of like they didn't want the fight. So
Well, he said that a couple of times. Freddie Roach said it a couple of times. I don't believe Manny Pacquiao will ever say he don't want to fight because he's a fighter. He'll fight any motherfucker body you put in front of him. So I think that's how it just went down.
I asked Bob Arum this, and I'll ask you the same thing. Do you think that because he's very vocal and very adversarial to PBC fighters and other, do you think that's going to be you're going to be the collateral damage because of it? Because you're not getting the Thurmans, you're not getting the Spences, you're not getting.
No, I don't think so because you got to think about it. It's I mean, like I just said before, fighters going to make the fight. Fighters going to make the fight happen. If Bud wanted to fight Spence, Spence wanted to fight Bud, eventually that fight is going to happen. Or any other fights, it's going to happen. Like Ramirez said, Arugaru, they really want the fight to happen. So I don't believe in him talking shit about PBC fighters does anything. I think just make the fight more interesting.
how soon would you like the Errol Spence fight?
Tomorrow.
When do you think you'll get it though?
Realistically.
Probably 20, right next year, around next year, beginning of the middle of next year.
Let me ask you, when you gonna come back on the Smoke City Podcast?
You said what?
When you gonna come back on the Smoke City Podcast?
Man, all you gotta do is call me, man. Shit, I'm gonna support my brothers, man, 100%.
We appreciate that.
We need you on there with us.
Man,
When we gonna get Terrence on with
Yeah.
us, man?
Terrence is hard. Terrence is hard,
I
man.
know he's hard. We want to support him, but it's hard to support him when.
Hey, man, Terrence is hard.
You understand what I'm saying?
He's hard, man. So just keep asking him. Maybe one day he'll give y'all maybe one day.
How's training camp coming with Americana? Or have y'all started? Y'all in Colorado Springs yet?
No, we leave for Colorado Springs next week.
Okay.
We're gonna take 2 months out there.
And by your interviews, you feel like this is a stepping stone to a greater stone. The confidence in your voice, he's not going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. I mean, just look at it. He's not with top rank. They're going across the road. He's worked with PBC fighters. He's been over on PBC Live. Worked with Eddie Hearn. So all those fights are possible. That's one thing people don't understand. People saying those fights ain't possible. Those fights are possible. If them brothers want that life-changing money, they gonna do it. He's not gonna stop me. Neither one of y'all gonna stop me for getting that life-changing money to take care of my family and my grandkids. is.
What do you got to say about Keith Thurman?
You won't worry about that. You don't see Keith Thurman coming and asking to fight Bud, do you? I don't see that, do y'all?
So what?
Tell me anybody actually fight Bud.
So was there a real offer for Danny Garcia
Yeah, it was
fight?
an offer. It
He
was
turned
an offer
down
out
$5 million.
Hey, it was an offer out there. I promise you that. Y'all see when I tweeted, I said, if give me Al Heyman's number, and I don't ask him myself, he just trying to make that excuse like, oh, I gotta call Al. He gonna call you. You the one fighting. I ain't the one fighting. Okay, you accept the offer, you hand it off to Al and say, hey man, work this deal out for me, get the most money as possible. That's how you would want to do it. That's what I would think. I would tell my fighter to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think when you said you called Bob Arum, did you question his loyalty to you, or were you?
I just wanted to find out what really said, because writers, man, they put shit in there that people don't say. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to call Bob to see how it went down.
How'd that conversation go?
Real easy, just real easy. I believe he was honest with me. I was honest with him. You know, hey, don't kill us, we ain't gonna kill you.
How long is this contract? You mind me asking?
Oh, I ain't gonna put the man business out there like that.
Well, it's your business too, because you're tied
Well, I
to the
ain't gonna put my
contract.
business out there.
How about Sean Porter? Sean Porter alluded to that Bud. He and Bud are such good friends that he doesn't see
Man, they
himself
cool,
fighting.
man. They real cool, man. I've been knowing Sean and his dad, man,
Sure.
since the 2006 Golden Glove when they trained at our gym. That's when I first met those guys at, and then just seeing them come along in their careers and shit. And then that's a tight knit family right there. And I mean, if the fight came and they don't want it, I respect that. If it came and they fought, I respect that too. You know what I'm saying?
How about people questioning his resume? Bud went live, and actually he made some great points that I never even considered when he went live about his resume. And I did my own homework and compared it to other resumes. And I'm not saying he doesn't have the best, but he damn sure don't have the worst.
Right.
And so I just wanted to get your take on that.
Man, Terrence got a great resume. Look at all the Olympians he done knocked off. The gold medals he done knocked off. Look at all the champions, undefeated champions he done knocked off. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault that the guys that the public want him to fight is not in the position to fight him because they doing something else or got another fight scheduled. You know what I'm saying? Terrence is beating everybody in front of him. Beating him, his trainer, and his whole fucking family. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, he got the good ass resume. Look at Posto. What Danny Garcia give him? 2 step-asides money because he didn't want to fight him. Look at the gold medalist Felix Diaz. How Bud treated that motherfucker, man. Look what he did to Lamont Peterson. That was an easy fight. That fight was so easy. You know what I'm saying? Because that knowledge that Terrence got, man, is that ring generalship and that ring knowledge Terrence got.
We never questioned nothing Terrence Crawford had. We just questioned the inability of the business to make the fight, and that's where I've been so hard and so concerned that he's going to be like like Creighton or like you know, he's not probably not going to get the fight. He's going to be a mid-major with major talent, and we'll never know how great he is because he quite possibly can't get the fights.
You ain't gonna never know how great a fighter is these days dealing with these motherfuckers and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, look at his ability, look at his talent, look at what he do to people in the ring and shit, and just take it from there.
Okay, should you get past Khan and you can't get Bud, who do you want after Khan?
We probably want you next, man, because you've been talking a lot of shit.
Not me. I mean, I can't make weight, man. I can't make. I'm with.
Would you consider moving him up to 54?
No, man. Shit, he
47 is the highest. 47.
He can make 40.
You know what name I heard from you guys that who's been calling said he want Bud?
Who?
Regis Prograis.
Man, Regis don't want that work.
That's a great fight.
Yeah, I want to see
Shit,
it.
Bud beat the shit out that dude, man.
It's a great fight.
You think it's a great fight because you probably from down there.
No, I'm not from. I'm from California. But I'm saying it's a great fight because he needs the opponent.
Who need the opponent?
Terrence needs the opponent.
Shit, Regis need Bud.
Regis, you're absolutely right.
You know
Regis needs
Bud
right
him.
now.
Shit.
I would agree with
Ramirez
that.
would beat Prograis, man.
Ooh.
Come on, dog. See how Ramirez fight.
He does. Oh, speaking of that, he said he might want you 2019, 2020.
Who?
Ramirez.
So, don't matter, man. hey, listen, man. The same shit Bud gonna talk to these cameras about the confidence that he got is the same shit I'm gonna talk. I'm not gonna sit back there and try to retract his words or be like, oh, we don't want that. No, we want all the smoke.
Why was he such a late bloomer, Terrence?
He wasn't a late bloomer. He's been fighting since he was 8.
Yeah, he's been fighting
He said,
since then.
basically said it was opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity. You ain't got to rush nothing. But what could have been fighting at 147 long time ago, right? Kept him at 35. Take advantage of it. If he's still making that weight, let's make that weight. We capitalized 35. We slowly move up to 40. Cleared that division out. Came undisputed champion up there. Look at his age and look at his weight now. Man, come on, man. It's business, man. It's business. It's training, business, and getting the best out your fighter.
I agree with that.
Any chance Lomachenko would go up 2 weight classes to face
You
Bud?
gotta ask Lomachenko that, man. But we know the answer to that question, man. Lomachenko don't want that.
Would you guys, would Bud go back down to 140 to face him?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We just gotta talk to Bud and see when Bud get here. Y'all be there next week, won't y'all? Minnesota?
Next week. Minnesota?
Minnesota?
Yeah.
No, I won't be in Minnesota.
Nah, we staying here. It's
Tell Bud.
Cold,
to-
man.
this Cali
every now and
dealing with.
again.
Hold on.
Tell Bud every now and again, contact one of us. One of us. I don't care who you contact. One of us and do interviews because he says. I remember him said on Instagram that our people sometimes hurt each other. We want to love Terrence Crawford. It's just a fact. We come from the same ancestry, and I just want him to reach out maybe once a month. Nothing big. 5-minute, 10-minute interview.
This same dude we talking head on.
Oh, all the time.
You know what I'm saying? But he wants you to call him. Man, tell
One of us. I said one of us.
Tell which one?
Either one.
You can hit me
You
up,
got
man.
the numbers. You got all options.
Hey, I'm out of Oakland, man. I'm out of Oakland. Yeah, okay. Hit me up.
We all out of Oakland.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Bo.
Thank you, man.
Call him out next.